All right, baby. You know what it is? WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. What's going on? It is the Great Doc P. It is another episode of The Spotlight, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, it comes at you on Sundays, 9 o'clock, only exclusively on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And tonight, we have a really, really big show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about this. All right. Hey, we have with us tonight an entertainer, an actor, a dancer, a teacher. He is a visionary, ladies and gentlemen. And, all right, this brother is all about the positivity. Hence, the reason why we have him here, okay? Because as you know, right here on WSME, SM Enlightenment Radio, positivity is everything. So we urge you to maintain your disposition at an optimistic vibrational state of gratitude. So listen, let me tell you something. We have a new podcast that's coming to the platform, WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. All right. And hey, this brother is heavy. He got a lot to say. He got a lot to talk about. And hey, without any further ado, I'm going to bring him in because, as you know, we always talk to people that I think that you need to know. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, brother Kareem Amado. All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes, the founder of Positive Pathways and Rhythm Addict TV. And hey, the name of the new podcast is Positive Pathways. And hey, we're going to get into all of that. All right. What's that all about and everything. But first, Kareem, I need to talk to you, brother. All right. And the people need to know a little bit about yourself. So let's start from day one. Because I mean, your credentials, read like it's like a grocery list. Seriously, man. I'm talking this dancer, a model, an actor, a teacher. You're doing a lot of great things, you know what I'm saying? And you're with a couple of different modeling agencies and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, and to tell you folks, just between me and you, all right, because the brother over here, he don't know, but it's been a long time for us to finally get this together because this brother is doing so much, running around doing so much stuff. I mean, TV commercials and music videos and Kareem Amado. Welcome to WSME SM Enlightenment Radio, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to have this interview with you. It's a pleasure. It's all pretty exciting. All glory to God,
Yeah.
the Most High. And he's literally opened these doors so I'm able to, take my passions and make them into profit and, live out my dreams and inspire others to do the same. So it's a great thing.
I mean, you really are a true inspiration. I mean, there's a lot of things that you're doing. So let's just start. So what you do so many things artistically, okay? What was the first thing that you started to do? Was it the dancing? Was it the acting? Was it the model? I mean, what came first?
So I would say dancing came first. I had home videos. My grandfather would videotape me performing. And, when I first saw Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, I just I couldn't help myself. I just started imitating what they was doing. And from then on, I was like glued. I was like, this is what I want to do. And from there, my mom put me in talent shows. I performed in the mall. That was like my first talent show.
How old were you when you did that?
I had to be 4 years old.
4 years old, and you remember that?
I remember it, and I literally they gave me an orange cassette tape of me singing and me singing, and I would literally play it every day as if it was
Wow.
a song.
Yeah, it was your song.
Well, it was me singing TLC, but me
Yeah, but
hearing my
you know,
voice.
you remixed it, you know, and then you put it in high rotation in your player and your cassette player, you know what I mean? So hey, you know, it's the same as if you was hearing it on the radio. I give it the same amount of credence, you know. So wow, so that's amazing. So now you mentioned that you were singing then. So are you doing any singing now?
Um, I am. Well, I am. All right. So the cat's
No,
out the bag.
see, no, your bio didn't say nothing about singing. So you model,
It didn't.
dancer, actor, and singer. Oh, and let's not forget about television host and radio host, and now podcast host.
I feel like people have tried to like label me or put me in a box. I'm like, I have these talents. God's put them in me. I'm like, I like to say visionary.
Yeah,
All around creative artist, and not just a singer dancer. But in this world, you have to say those things. But yeah, I'm cast out the bag. I'm actually working with a producer. She's signed to a few labels, and she's also a music understudy at Berkeley College. She's going to be
oh,
producing my first project, and so yeah, I'm working on
nice.
that right now.
Yeah, well,
And the
shout
last,
out to her.
yes, yes, shout out to Shahana Johnson,
Yes,
Nathaniel Johnson. He's also a producer too. Her husband, and yeah,
that is awesome. That is awesome. So you're going to be actually putting out music. So and that music you're singing.
I am going to be singing. Yeah, singing and songwriting.
What is it that drives you to do so much stuff? I mean, because you're a young man. That's a lot of young people that are your age are not so driven. You know what I mean? I mean, with all the distractions in the world, with all of the social media and just the opportunities just to, you know, hang out and do nothing.
Mm,
What is it? What is it that motivates you so much so that you don't fall into those types of complacencies?
I want to just say, like, this is my second chance at life. There was a time where I did bury my talent. There was a time where I did second guess myself and my talents.
Okay.
Um, there was a time where I was complacent and I did fall victim to those patterns of, indulging and partying. And I saw that life and I was like, this is not me. I don't want to be that person, nor do I want to, um, get accustomed to those habits and those addictions. And I've
Right.
seen a few of my friends then fall victim to those things. And that's what I guess, the the everyday reality around me that I see is what drives me, what I don't want to become, what I
Mhm.
don't want to settle for. And creating that life within my vision, always having my vision at plain view. I have a vision board that I wake up to every morning, and seeing that vision board, seeing what I place there, is basically is drives me. It motivates me every day. To wake up and to accomplish that, to execute those goals. And I'm thankful that I have people that I'm inspired by too. You know, um, that I wake up to every day and see their posts. I'm like, okay, let's get it. It's
Yeah.
possible. And yeah, people like you.
Hey, well, you're an inspiration for me too. Likewise, brother. So, hey, I guess we inspire and motivate each other. And one of the main reasons why we have come together is because this good energy, this good positive energy that you have, you are going to start sharing it with the world. Okay. And this is some real exciting stuff. Okay. But I want you to get into a little bit more of what it is that really got you, that really lit a match under you, because I know that, like you said, you were doing some stuff that wasn't like just so productive for yourself, and I believe that there was a moment that you had that actually turned things around for yourself. And so, I mean, if you don't mind, I want you to touch on that a little bit, so just so people know how real it is. You know what I
Mm,
mean? How it is, and as you say that you were actually gifted a second chance.
mm,
You know,
yes. Yes.
because I mean, not everybody gets those second chances. But God allowed you to have that. So I just want you to elaborate a little bit on that. I mean, without getting into too much of stuff that might make you uncomfortable about sharing with the world. But was there an actual event or something that happened that turned you around?
Yeah, there was an actual event that happened, and it is a miracle that I'm actually still here and living to tell the story.
Hmm.
I was a victim of a really bad car accident,
Ooh.
and yeah, man, it was. I ended up on the other side of the highway, and you know that realization of like me in the hospital bed, and like it was just like wow, like I've already wasted enough time. God has given me this second chance to actually complete the mission that He has for me to do, to live out the purpose that He's destined for me to accomplish. And I had a spiritual encounter with God. And that's when I started to really change my life, and I started to leave a lot of the things in the past, let a lot of those friends go that weren't challenging me, that weren't helping, or that weren't basically um, help support, weren't supportive of my dreams. I had to
Right.
let go of the people that were holding me back, and it was a time in a period where I was in isolation, and God had me in a place where I was developing myself. I was healing. I was getting to know Him. I was getting to know myself again, and get reacquainted with my dreams and my talents that I buried. I got accustomed to the everyday hustle and bustle, and 9 to 5, and what society, and I was basically allowing others, um, expectations of me dictate my life, and I was
Ooh.
like, and it was my parents, it was just society. Oh yeah, get the 9 to 5, work hard. And I'm like, I'm not happy. And I got fired from my job, and I'm thankful that it happened. I got fired from my job. I got caught COVID. Um, and that's when I was like, okay, this is my opportunity to create my own path. This is my opportunity to start my own business. This is my opportunity to go hard at the dancing and the acting, the singing. And I'm 28 years old now. And there was people that told me, "Oh, you're too old to be a model." Now I'm signed to
What?
three. Yeah, and I believed it. There was a time I believed it. I put a limitation on my age, and I took those limitations off in 2022, and now I'm signed to 3 agencies. So it's
Look at
like,
that.
it's like the only limitations that we put and that we put is the ones that we put on ourselves, and the ones that we believe, that we give power to. If we give power to a negative thought, it's going to grow, and it's going to become your reality. So I had to really put my focus on my dreams and my visions. And I'm like, I can't not, dishonor God by going back to what is familiar, going back to my past. So yeah.
That is amazing. The fact that you were gifted that second chance, because not everybody is gifted that. There are a lot of folks there are a lot of dreams that are just, they're buried in the cemetery with the,
Yes.
with the physical body, and the fact that you were able to to get it together, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. And I think that you have you're an amazing inspiration, and you have a great story, you know. So we are like super, super excited to have you. And the name of the podcast is Positive Pathways. Okay.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the concept of the podcast that you're going to be doing, which is going to be airing on Sundays on WSME, SM Enlightenment Radio. All right. So, and you're going to be a part of the great lineup that we have, which is the Collective and Reclaiming My Life and Smarter Fan podcasts and Moms for Wellness. So you're going to be in really good company, brother, on Sundays. So talk to us a little bit about the concept of the podcast, Positive Pathways.
Okay, so the concept came up where, people were always messaging me, "Oh, you're so positive," and I would just, even with my posts, my Instagram posts, even on Facebook, I would, put out positivity through my quotes, and before I would post something, I would send a message to my followers just to encourage them. So I got, a couple of hit ups like, "Oh, you're so positive, the energy." And I was doing a radio show before this. It was called The Cut, but it was mainly focused on, giving listeners a chance to listen to unsigned talent.
Oh,
I
nice.
did incorporate a couple of I did have guests on that radio show. I did speak a little bit about, my life, not too much, but God inspired this. I got a couple of signs, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I should do this. And then I heard you on the radio, which led for me to make that call. I'm like, I'm all in my path and my journey. It's all been about synchronicities.
Yeah.
And I've paid attention to those synchronicities and those signs. And I'm like, okay, I gotta just walk into it. I gotta just, have faith. So what inspired it was people telling me about I should share more of that positivity. So I'm like, you know what? I wanna share it more with a wider audience, not with just who I know,
Right.
and because I know other people need that in this day and age and the times that we live in. And I remember seeing an envelope like this. It was just sitting, and I woke up and I remember you giving me the name Positive Pathways. And I literally had woken up and there was an envelope on my table with Pathway. So I'm like,
Wow.
yeah. And I'm like, that's just another synchronicity. Like, that's it. Positive Pathways. And, what I'm going to be speaking about is about mental health. I'm going to be speaking about health and wellness, take care of one's body. I'm going
Yes.
to be speaking about entrepreneurship and the challenges that come with that, um, the challenges within my industry, within the dance and music and entertainment industry, the things I had to face, things I had to overcome. I'm going to be bringing on people um, that have also are in that industry or also in other industries as well. I'm going to have authors. I'm going to have people that are in the mental health industry. I'm going to be speaking with other business owners as well, retired cops. Have a Dr. Huber. He's an author. I'm excited to have him on as a guest as well.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, all walks of life. I really want to just have a create a different perspective for people, because there's always that negative outlook that we kind of can cling to or can have on life, where
Yeah.
and I just want to be that positive space that people can come to and get a different perspective and get a different view on things.
Wow. So, it sounds like the show, it could be kind of like a variety type of situation, whereas, sometimes you can have some guests, sometimes you could just have a really good message for folks, and hey, it's all coming your way starting in April on Sundays, right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio. And Kareem, is there any social media links or anything that how can people reach you and how can people follow you so that they can see all of the great things that you're doing?
Yes. So you could follow me. I have a fan page on Facebook. You could just type in Amado, Amado, Mio with two I's, Mio. And also my Instagram page is Amadeus. It's spelled Amare, which means to love, and then Deus, Deus, is God. So to love God. And it's also a derivation of my last name. What else? Rhythmatic TV. That's my dance channel on YouTube. Um, Great things are coming that way. We have some new series that we're producing, so I'm really excited about that. Rhythm, RHYTHM, ADDICT TV, and what else? LinkedIn, Amado Mio. Type that in. 888. Twitter, Amado Mio, two eyes, and what else? And oh yes, my website. We're working on my website, Amadeus.
Okay. See,
Same as my
I'm glad I asked. You see what I'm saying? Because there's people, we're giving people a lot of ways to catch up to you and to, and hey, this particular episode is going to be out everywhere and we're going to be sharing it. So hey, it's Sundays, WSME SM Enlightenment Radio, Positive Pathways, starting in April, right here on the platform. Kareem, hey man, I want to thank you, brother, for blessing us, okay, with your good energy, all right, and you are a welcomed addition to SM Enlightenment Media and SM Enlightenment Radio, and I want to officially welcome you, all right, to the family, and I believe that together we're gonna do some great things out here, all right, so hey, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with me a little bit. Once again, folks, the podcast is coming. All right. It's Positive Pathways with my main man right here, Kareem Amado. And hey, it's gonna be off the hook, off the chain. And hey, we're looking forward to it, man. So thank you. Thank you so much, Kareem.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was an honor and a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And make sure that you're tuning in Sundays on SM Enlightenment Radio. The time of the show will be announced shortly, so make sure that you're tuning in. All right. This has been the Spotlight right here on WSME SM Enlightenment Radio.